Hi, myself Kashika Doda and my student ID is 1578524. I would like to discuss about the meaning of misrepresentation and duress and their impact on the contract validity. First of all, misrepresentation occurs when one party makes a false statement of fact or law that induces the other party to enter into a contract. It can involve false information about the subject matter, terms, or any other relevant aspect of the contract. There are three types of misrepresentation: innocent misrepresentation, negligent misrepresentation, and fraudulent misrepresentation. Whereas duress in contract law refers to a situation where one party is forced, coerced, or threatened into entering a contract. The party subjected to duress is not acting out of their threat, which can invalidate their consent to contract. There are four types of duress: physical duress, economic duress, duress of goods, and duress of threats. Now I will discuss about the impact of misrepresentation on the contract validity. Under innocent misrepresentation, the contract is still valid, but the misled party may seek rescission, which means cancel the contract or claim damages. Under negligent misrepresentation, the contract is valid until rescinded. The misled party can claim both damages or cancel the contract. Under fraudulent misrepresentation, the contract is voidable at the option of misled party. Whereas the impact of duress on contract validity means if the duress is proven, it can lead to the contract being declared voidable. This means the party under duress can choose either cancel the contract or affirm the contract. Thank you.
Myself, Saksham Bhutani. My student ID is 1580903. My team member Kashika has explained the meaning of misrepresentation. I'm here to talk about case study of misrepresentation of Lloyds Bank Limited versus Mr. Bundy. This case was held in 1975 in which Mr. Bundy was a complainant and his son's bank was defendant. His son was facing hurdles in paying bank loan, and at the same time the bank forced Mr. Bundy to guarantee his son's debt. The court declared bank liable due to misrepresentation of not disclosing the full extent of son's hardships. Moreover, the Lords stated that the bank has taken undue advantage of Mr. Bundy's vulnerability and forced him to sign the guarantee agreement. Thank you.
Everyone. This is MD Arifur Rahman. My ID is 1584423. Today, I will summarize the landmark case of North Ocean Shipping Company Limited versus Hyundai Construction Company Limited, known as the Atlantic Baron case, which deals with economic duress in a contract law. In 1972, North Ocean Shipping Company entered into a contract with Hyundai Construction to build up a ship at a fixed price in US dollar. When the US dollar was devalued, Hyundai demanded an additional 10% payment, threatening to the to hold construction if not Ocean Shipping didn't comply. Fearing the delays that could jeopardize a lucrative charter agreement, North Ocean Shipping reluctantly paid the extra amount. So, after the ship was delivered, North Ocean Shipping sought to recover the additional payment, arguing it was made under duress. The court agreed that Hyundai's demand constituted economic duress, as North Ocean Shipping faced unlawful pressure at that time. However, the plaintiff waited 8 months before taking any legal action, which the court interpreted as an affirmation of the contract. As a result, the court ruled against North Ocean Shipping. As a result, the court ruled against North Ocean Shipping. This case highlights the importance of acting swiftly when claiming Duress and illustrates that delays can undermine a party's abilities to contest a contract. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, this is Akshay Kumar and my student ID is 1565925 and I'm here to present my part of my presentation, which is like what are the kinds of mistakes and what are the impacts on the validity of contract. First of all, mistakes refer to a mistaken belief that a particular fact is true at the time of entering contact into contract. There are three types of mistakes, which is first the common law has identified unilateral mistake, mutual mistakes and the common mistake. After that, common mistakes happen when two sides are misinformed about the same issue. Common mistakes rarely give rise to remedies at common law, although they occasionally do it equity, where the rectification or revocation remedies may be unavailable. A mutual mistake arises when both parties make mistakes, but they are mistaken about distinct matters. A unilateral error happens when one party understands a provision. And lastly, mutual mistakes affect the contract and may be deemed voidable, provides a right to be aggrieved party to cancel the agreement. Further, where there is a crisis of common mistakes, the contract may be considered void from the outset. Also, there are remedies and damages available where a party can sue for that. The party which is affected is entitled to remedies and it depends on the nature and impact of the mistake. The mistakes can lead to dispute and which further leads to destroying business relations and cost heavy litigation.
Hello everyone, myself Vikas. In this presentation, I have to discuss about the case study of mistake. This is my part. If I discuss about the case details, the parties were Mr. Sole, who was a tenant of a flat, and Mr. Butcher, who was the landlord. Both the parties enter a contract for the lease of the flat and believe that it was subject to rent control. About the rent control fact, Mr. Sole was mistaken about the same, as the flat was not subject to the control of rent, but Mr. Butcher was aware of the mistake. In the above case, as it was unilateral mistake, thus Mr. Sole sought to cancel the agreement. He mentioned that mistake was important and fundamental to the contract, and Mr. Butcher was undue advantage. Thus, the Court of Appeal made the judgment that contract was voidable for unilateral mistake. Moreover, the court also mentioned that the Mr. Sole cannot resign the agreement as it would be inequitable to do so because Mr. Sole had a duty to disclose the other party's mistake and he failed to do the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anil and I have to discuss about the conclusion. In conclusion, mistakes, duress and misrepresentation are key legal concepts that can render a contract viable. A mistake occurs when parties are mistaken about essential facts. Duress involves coercion or pressure that affects free consent, and misrepresentation involves false statements that lead to an unfair agreement. To reduce the risk of these issues, parties should ensure contracts are clear and comprehensive, conduct thorough due diligence, include warranties and disclaimers, seek legal review, and ensure all agreements are essential into voluntarily and without undue pressure. These strategies help protect the integrity of contract and minimize potential legal disputes and foster stronger, more equitable business relationships. By fostering open communication and full transparency, parties can further ensure fairness and avoid unintended consequences. Thank you.